Okay. Well, welcome everyone to PSE's Ask an Expert event, where we'll be highlighting the all-new PSE Marketplace and hopefully have some fun along the way. While we're waiting for folks to join us today, I wanted to review a couple of housekeeping items, some useful tools that we're going to use today in Zoom. Throughout the event today, we're going to use the chat function and the Q&A function, both of which are in the application. If you can't see them, go ahead and move your mouse around until the toolbar shows up at the bottom of your screen. You can click the chat speech bubble icon to open that chat feature. So go ahead and use the chat function at any time today. We'll be monitoring that. You can also put your poll responses in the chat function if that works. And we'll also be sharing some links in that chat. For any questions, please send those to the Q&A so we can get those answered. We'll be answering questions throughout the live event, and our panelists will also be answering some questions live after the presentation. And if we don't get to those today, we will be sure to follow up with you after the presentation today. As a reminder, we'll also be sending an email in the next few days with links to other resources and the event recording as well to everyone who registered. All right, so let's introduce our panelists. To start, I'm Sari Rybar. I'm an events coordinator with the community involvement team.
Hi, my name's Hunter.
Hi,
I'm
everyone.
an energy advisor based in Whatcom County.
Hi, I'm Jenna Haskins. I'm a program manager with the Energy Efficiency Department.
All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Adam Crawford. I am the outreach coordinator for Kittitas County. That'll lead us into our next slide. So here at PSE, safety is of the utmost importance. And so we like to start our events and our meetings off with a safety moment to make sure we keep that in the back of our mind. Today's one actually comes from my house. This happened back in January of this year. As we were getting ready to leave for a long weekend, our carbon monoxide detector started going off. This was the first time that we've heard it outside of testing it every month. And we didn't know exactly what to do. So we did know that we had to get fresh air. So we opened all the windows and some of the doors in the middle of winter. So it wasn't very energy efficient, but it was safe. And then my wife ended up unplugging the carbon monoxide detector, and on the back of it, it actually told us what those beeps were saying. And essentially the alarm was telling us that it needed to be replaced. So that got us thinking a little bit about carbon monoxide detectors and led us down the rabbit hole that is this safety moment. So carbon monoxide detectors detect poisonous gas and provide early warning. They can, so when they're detecting that poisonous gas, that can come from any fuel burning device. So it could be a car in your garage, or it's one of three main sources from your house. That includes your furnace, your dryer, or your fireplace or chimney. So a couple of safety tips: test your alarms regularly, every month. If you have one that is battery operated, make sure to replace those every 6 months. And they do have a useful running life of 5 to 7 years. So when we unplugged ours, we saw that it was manufactured in 2012, and it did need to be replaced. Safety tip number 2, it is suggested that you have a carbon monoxide detector in every level of your home if you have a multi-level home. And it's also suggested that you have one in each bedroom where somebody sleeps. So later today, go ahead and check your carbon monoxide detectors and make sure they're up to date. So that's our safety moment. That'll lead us into the prizes. So for each one of you on our call today, you have been entered to win some prizes. And so one of those is the ShowerStart TSV or thermostatic valve. I'll let Hunter cover the details of how this works, but essentially it's a water saving device. It's a $25 value, and that's also available on the PSE Marketplace. And that will also include a Lowe's $75 gift card, which is, you'll be able to use that at any Lowe's store or online. And so at the end of today's event, we will select 2 random winners. So one of those could be you. Move on to a little prize wheel that we have. This is for the PSE Marketplace. And so this is an interactive wheel. I'm going to ask anybody who thinks that they know the answer to this question to go down to the chat box and let us know what you think the answer is to one of these PSE Marketplace or energy efficiency questions. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel for the first time. We'll do this a total of 3 times. So it's a PSE Energy Efficient Solutions. What types of home improvement projects can recommended energy professionals help you with? So is it A, space and water heat, B, weatherization, C, LED bulbs, or D, all that apply? So I'm seeing some answers come in. All that apply, D. I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm not going to give it away. Let's go ahead and show that answer.
I want to answer so bad, but they won't let me.
It is D, all that apply. So if you got that one correct, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. It looks like most people did. Let's go and let's spin that wheel again.
Hunter, I think we can respond if we want.
Just wait until most people do. All right, efficiency boost. So for low income qualified PSE customers, efficiency boost can help you upgrade your home. What energy efficiency rebates are available to help add comfort and improve your home? Is it A, weatherization, B, windows, C, water heat, or D, all apply? So I'm getting some more answers into that chat box. Man, you guys know your efficiency boost. Let's go ahead and take a look at that answer. All right, D, all that apply again. So, looks good. Let's go ahead and go to our last question. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, the piggy bank. So the PSE Marketplace. Save energy with the PSE Marketplace. What PSE Marketplace products help PSE customers save energy and lower their bill? So if you don't know the question to this now, hopefully by the end of today's presentation, you will know the answer to it. Is it A, indoor and outdoor LED fixtures, B, smart thermostats, C, linear fixtures, or D, all that apply? Okay, seeing some answers come in. Looks like all the answers are D, all apply. So let's go ahead and take a look at that answer. All right, all that apply. You guys are pros. Let's move on to the poll. So if you guys like that spin wheel, we'll have the link to that available in the email after this event. So quick poll for everybody. We'll bring that up real quick. Before the event, how did you hear about the PSE Marketplace? It is relatively new to PSE, and we'd love to get your feedback on how you heard about it. So was it email invite, bill insert, newsletter, social media? Did you find it on the internet, or did you just find out about it with this event? So if you could, go ahead and let us know how you heard about us. We'd appreciate that feedback. And without further ado, I will pass it on to Hunter, and he will go into some of the details of the PSE Marketplace.
Hey, thanks, Adam. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about this new PSE Marketplace that PSE and Jenna have developed, and it's really slick. It's a totally online place for you to shop for energy efficient products, and there's a number of different energy and water saving products that you can buy and get instant discounts. So that's one of the real benefits here, is that you don't have to fill out any paperwork. You don't have to wait. There's no guessing as to, you know, what's the status of my rebate? When am I going to get my rebate? You get it right away. It's very transparent on the website. I think you guys are going to really like it. Gonna go next slide. So here's the homepage. It is really easy to remember. It's pse.com/marketplace. And I'm going to show you a little bit what this looks like. I'm going to be doing a demo a little later, so we'll get to see this homepage again, but this is what the homepage looks like. So some of the benefits, again, like I mentioned, you get instant rebates, which is, if you've ever applied for a rebate, it's, you know, not always the easiest or quickest process, but here on the PSE Marketplace, it is super quick, super convenient, super easy. And that's really the biggest goal for this. You can upgrade your home and you can save energy. You can lower your bill and your carbon footprint. You know, nice to have that benefit to Mother Nature added on there. And it's convenient and safe shopping during COVID-19. This is PSE's Amazon. So I think you guys are going to like it. Let's go next slide. So the first product that PSE is offering on this marketplace is smart thermostats. And smart thermostats are like a normal thermostat, except for they have energy saving functions that are embedded inside them. And they connect to Wi-Fi. You can control them remotely from an application on your phone or your iPad or tablet. And these devices save energy. So the PSE did an independent study, and we found that the average customer saved about $50 a year in energy usage from installing one of these thermostats. And the way that they do this is the Nest, for example, you turn it up or down, and it starts to learn from your behavior over time and dials in a program based upon both how you turn it up or down, clockwise or counterclockwise, and whether you want to optimize it for economics or comfort. And the top two thermostats, Emerson Sensi, Google Nest, and a number of others, they get a $75 rebate. You can get a max quantity of 1 per PSE account. And these work with typical central heating systems like a forced air furnace, gas or electric, boiler, or a heat pump system. The lower thermostat is what's called a line voltage thermostat. And if you don't know what that means, it means that it is meant for zonal heating systems like a electric baseboard heater, Cadet or King brand wall heaters, the little grated fans with the grated heaters with the fans behind them, or concealed radiant heating systems. And you can get up to 5 rebates per household on these. One thing to note, to be eligible for this rebate, you must be a PSE residential customer with electric heat or natural gas heat provided by PSE. There you go, next slide here. The next product that we're offering rebates on and is for sale are LEDs. I think probably most people are familiar with the fact that LEDs use significantly less power to provide the same amount of light. You can choose the color or the Kelvin of these lights to imitate more of a warm kind of feeling like you're incandescent, or more of a task lighting, blue or white lighting that you might have in a shop or maybe a sewing area or something like that. Most of what we're offering rebates on here are fixtures. So there's outdoor LED fixtures that have daylight sensors. There's indoor fixtures. There are patio style LED string lights that are, you can see those in the lower right, that imitate like a old school Edison light. You know, you can have that outside in your patio for your socially distanced gatherings. And also in the middle, there are T8 retrofit bulbs, which allow you to change out your fluorescent shop lights to LEDs. Or somebody's saying that the speaker is muted. Is everyone able to hear me? Adam, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's just one person. Okay. And then so if your shop fixture is old and dilapidated, you can just buy a new fixture is another option. And there's $2 rebates on the TH shop lights, $2 rebates on the retrofit bulbs, $5 on the string lights, $5 on different indoor LED fixtures, and up to $10 on the outdoor LED fixtures like the motion sensing lights. You can get up to 6 of these, and to be eligible for the rebate, you do need to be a PSE residential electric customer. Awesome. You go to the next slide. So this next product is an energy saving and water saving device. It's called a ShowerStart TSV, which stands for Thermostatic Shut Off Valve. And if that doesn't make sense to you, what that is it's a device that screws into the shower. And if you're like me, when you turn the shower on to hot, you go and you start brushing your teeth, and you want to wait for the shower to get warm, but it only takes about 45 seconds for the shower to get hot. I'm brushing my teeth for 2 minutes, so there's some waste of both water and energy. And this device solves that problem by shutting down the flow of the water to a trickle once it reaches 95 degrees. And then you pull the tab when you get in the shower, and voila, you have your hot water, your warm water for your shower. You can get up to 2 of these per house, and to be eligible for the rebate, you do need to be using PSE provided electricity or natural gas for your water heater. Go next slide. All right, we're going to do a little demo, and I'm going to share my screen and show you what the marketplace looks like. All right, everybody see my screen okay? Cool. All right, so first thing you're gonna do is you want to make sure that you can confirm your eligibility for instant discounts. We're gonna enter in our zip code here, 98082. We're gonna enter in the telephone number that's associated with your MyPSE account, 23234. And you're gonna enter the primary source of your home's space heating. Okay, we're going to submit that. So now here is the web page. Look, you got a nice PSE logo. You can see that you can get free shipping on all orders, $50 and more. And you can navigate to the different categories up here. Different categories, shopping carts here. If you want to hit PSE up on social, boom, you got it. You can also navigate down here. Look at that mother and her baby there. They love each other. You can see that. So I'm going to go in and add some of these products to the cart and show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to add my favorite here, the ecobee. You can see it has the normal price crossed out and the discounted price here with the PSE rebate called out. And if we click on it, you'll have all your product description here, and you'll have your specifications down below. Tell you all about the product, and you can even leave a review if you want. So I'm going to add one of those. I'm going to add one of these patio string lights, because I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these things are really the bee's knees. I'm going to add one of those, and I'm going to add one of these super luxurious LED 6-light chandeliers, and one of those thermostatic shut-off valves. I think I'm getting it. All right, we're going to take a look at the cart here, show you what it looks like. The cart. Boom. Okay, so you can see your cart here. Looks like a shopping cart. And again, the PSE discount's called out here. You see the discounted price with a summary on the right side that summarizes the total PSE discounts. And let's go to checkout, see what that looks like. I'm going to get free shipping because I have more than $50 in my cart. And you fill out here, fill out your information, shipping information, and just noted that you do need to be shipping to an address within PSE service territory for this whole thing to actually ship. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to talk about just a couple other programs that I'm really excited about, rebate programs and energy efficiency programs that PSE has debuted this year. Okay, so heat pump water heaters. Really quickly, I want to note that this is a great product that's actually been out on the market for a little over a decade now. And heat pumps have been used to heat buildings for, gosh, it's going on like 30 years now. And heat pumps, if you don't know what those do, they operate on the principle that it is easier to move something from one place to another than it is to create something from scratch. So heat pump water heaters do just that. They take heat from their surrounding environment and they use it to heat up the water. And it kind of works like a refrigerator in reverse. So if you've ever put your hand behind a refrigerator, it's hot because what your refrigerator is doing is it's taking heat from inside the box and it's moving it to out behind the box. So a heat pump water does that, except for it actually operates in reverse, takes heat from outside and brings it inside. The reason that's important is because water heating is usually the second biggest energy user in most people's homes, making up 15 to 20% of the annual energy usage. And these water heaters save around 50%. So for a family of 3 that's using $40 to $45 a month of hot water, of electricity to heat their hot water, that's a savings of $20 or $25 a month. We're really starting to look at $240 a year. It's a lot of money. So you can go next slide. So PSE offers rebates on these. You really want people to make it easy for folks to get these in their homes. We've worked with Home Depot to offer instant $500 rebates at the store. The price you see at participating Home Depots is the price you pay. You don't have to prove that you're a PSE customer. You don't have to fill out any paperwork. You don't have to wait. It's really easy, plug and play. For example, a 50-gallon Reen heat pump water heater at Home Depot is typically $1,200, and you will see if you go there that you can get it for $699. You can get the same rebate as an instant discount when installed through a PSE recommended energy professional. And there is an additional $100 on top of that $500 if your income meets this efficiency boosted amount. So there's actually up to $1,000 if you're in a manufactured home. In addition to that, we can't give tax advice here, but there is a federal tax credit. You can find the full details, energystar.gov. So is a heat pump water heater right for you? There certainly are some installation considerations above and beyond just a standard conventional water heater. You can reach out to an energy advisor or check our website. I'm gonna go next slide. So weatherization, this is a good time to talk about this, especially with the temperature outside my house being 22, 21 degrees last night and us getting snow. We're in a heating climate here, so on the west side of the Cascades, and weatherization means usually keeping the heat in and keeping the cold out. There's a lot of rebates that PSE has to help you upgrade your home. Just to note, all these rebates are offered through PSE trusted installers as instant discounts off the total cost of the work. There's standard weatherization rebates that are available for insulation, sealing up air leakage points, duct sealing, air sealing. And just like the heat pump water heater, we have boosted rebates. In many cases, they're double the normal amount for customers that have lower income levels. Finally, if your income falls below a certain threshold, there's actually a free program. PSE works with community action organizations around our service territory to offer free upgrades, those same upgrades to homes through low-income weatherization. And with that, if you have any questions, enter those into the Q&A box, and I'm going to pass it back to my coworker here, Adam, for the Q&A.
All right. So yeah, we have had a couple of questions come in. The first one, this is for both Hunter and Jenna, whichever one of you want to take it on. This one's from Scott Harder. Would these thermostats be a good fit for a second home or vacation home that I own or manage? It would be nice to be able to only turn these on remotely when it's occupied.
Yeah, I can take that one. I think that's a great benefit. I mean, if you can remotely monitor your heating system, like you can adjust it based on what your needs are, or even based on what the weather is. You also have the ability to turn up your thermostat before you get there. Like, I'm going to pick on Scott because I know that Scott has a condo in a snowy place. And I know that he actually has installed one of these thermostats at his little dwelling. And he's able to turn up his heat before he gets there, but has it down when he's away. And that saves energy, and it makes it more nice and cozy for when he gets there.
Excellent. All right, we have another one from Dell. Are smart thermostats DIY installation, or do you need a professional to install it?
Most of them are designed for do-it-yourself. You do have to be careful. Some, like the Nest, for example, or the ecobee thermostats, they're both designed to be homeowner install. They work with 90% of the central heating systems. But some of them, just make sure you read the instructions. There are some that they don't work with. But if you want somebody to install it, we can certainly recommend someone.
I'll also add that, along with the PSE Marketplace, on the product page, there are links to installation guides and there's videos. So you can link out to the manufacturer's installation instructions.
Great.
Brad.
All right, next question from Bradley. We have only a natural gas furnace, no AC, and keep it at a constant 66 degrees during the cooler days. Is there still a benefit to install a thermostat advised in the PSE Marketplace?
I think, yeah. So you have it 66. If you have it 66 all day, every day, I would definitely recommend at least considering reducing using a thermostat setback, which is a lower temperature at times when you're away or when you're asleep. We recommend anywhere from 3 to 10 degrees, whatever you're comfortable with, comfort level is. And if you already program your thermostat like that, it may not be as big of a savings to install a smart thermostat. A lot of people don't program their thermostats or don't program them as well as they could be programmed. So in that case, the smart thermostat solves that problem. And it also allows you remote control and monitoring, which can save you energy also.
Great, thanks. Good question, Bradley. This next one is from Teresa. I bought a Nest thermostat and didn't realize I had a specific time frame to put in the rebate. I was about a week late and the pandemic hit, so got no real help or answers. Am I too late for a rebate?
Teresa, you can send me an email. Maybe we can have, I'll put it in the chat box, or I'll have Janelle put it in the chat box. It's hunter.hassig, it's HASSIG at PSE.com.
Very good. And yeah, we'll have some of that, our contact information available after this event as well. With that one, there's another question that ties into it. How long do these rebates last for? That could be Jenna or Hunter.
Jenna, do you want to speak to?
So I can take the. Sure. So on the PSE Marketplace, those rebates are live, and because they're awarded instantly, there's no time frame, right? Because it's given at the time of purchase. You're not trying to fill out any paperwork afterwards to get your rebate. For the ones that you purchase at a different retailer, that then you would need to fill out an application and turn in, there's instructions on our website for the time frame that those applications are due.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Another question coming in. I just converted 2 large overhead light fixtures from old fluorescent tubes to LED tubes. I bought the new tubes from Home Depot. Can I get a rebate for this purchase? Probably a question for Hunter.
So you did, it sounds like you did the, you kept your existing fixture and you installed the plug and play tubular LED, just replacement bulb into that existing fixture. And PSE, we work with retailers like Home Depot and McClendon Hardware and Costco to offer instant in-store discounts on certain LED products. I believe there may, I would have to double check on this, but I believe there may have been an instant discount on your purchase at Home Depot.
I can speak to that since I manage the retail lighting program. Yes, so if it's, if there was a sticker on the beam that said PSE instant discount, then it would ring up automatically at the register at Home Depot with the discount applied. There isn't a line item on the receipt that shows the discount, but there's a sticker on the beam that would tell you this is the original price, and then here's the rebate amount that you would get off and what the final price would be when it rings up.
Very good. Thanks, Jenna. Next question coming from M. Dodd. Are heat pump water heaters consistently effective in cold seasons? So Hunter, I think that's a good one for you.
Yeah, I think, so are they consistently effective in cold seasons? Overall, in our climate, they're a really good option, especially if you have a garage or like an unheated basement or a place like that where they can be where it's not outside in the elements. So it's going to be a little warmer in those places. And the heat pump water heaters, they're called, sometimes referred to as hybrid water heaters. And the reason that they're referred to as hybrid is because they have also the capability to use conventional heating elements. So they have both the coiled heat pump components in it, and it also has the heating elements high and low that it can switch to if the temperature in the space it's located in gets below 40 or so degrees. But overall, they work really well in our climate here in the Northwest.
Excellent. One other question. This is a rephrase. So how long will the offers be available on the PSE Marketplace? Probably a good question for Jenna.
Those are live right now, and I mean, we don't have an end date on them. They're up and running and available to you now, and you know, for the foreseeable future.
Very good. This question's from Kevin Welch. Are the requirements for manufactured home heat pump water heaters? See, I just lost it. Sorry, we're getting a lot of good questions coming in. All right. Okay, next question, Emmett, from Emmett Thompson. Are heat pump water heater systems completely separate from space heat pumps? Good question for Hunter.
Yeah, I would say in most situations, the answer is yes. The most common heat pump water heaters are sold as their own self-contained units with all the heat pump components sandwiched on top of the water heater. There are some systems, they're pretty infrequent, that can tie together, say, a ductless heat pump system along with an in-floor radiant system and your water heat, your domestic hot water. They're pretty hard to find in the US, but mostly they're sold separate.
All right, next one is coming in from the Chandler family. We're wanting to do an energy audit of our home. How do we find a list of recommended advisors?
Yeah, I can take that. I think so for a full-fledged energy audit, if you want to have someone come out and do an analysis of the home, you want somebody to use infrared to look for missing insulation in the walls. You want them to leak test the home or the ductwork and give you a report. That kind of service, I would recommend checking out the Building Performance Institute's website. It's bpihomeowner.org, and they have a find a contractor link there. We certainly do offer over the phone consultation through PSE. Like, you can call in and talk to an energy advisor for free. And we regularly, I have 20-30-minute conversations with homeowners that get them on a really good path and thinking about low-hanging fruit that they can do today, and thinking about maybe some larger investments that they can start saving up for and what kind of rebates are available. So if you're open to just having a conversation, you can get that for free through PSE, but the full-fledged full meal deal, bpihomeowner.org.
Awesome. Thanks for that info, Hunter. Does PSE install recirculating pumps for tankless gas water heaters?
We can give you a referral for a pre-screened contractor that can give you a quote, somebody quality to work with. You can call an energy advisor for that referral, or you can do it online at the website.
Excellent. Yep, and we'll have all that contact information for folks with some of these specific questions, and we'll be able to help you out that way. Next one is, does PSE sell and install thermostats for a fireplace that only has a switch to turn on the fireplace with a fan switch? Or Jenna, either one works.
The PSE Marketplace does not have one for that, no.
We could recommend a contractor that could give you some options.
Next one's from Karen. I have an older home built in 1950. Do I need 220 power for the heat pump water heater?
Most, if not all, of the heat pump water heaters that I know of currently on the market require 220 or 240 volts.
Very good. All right. Next.
There might be some in the future coming soon, I've heard, that might be 120 though.
Next one's coming from Lorraine. Do you have a discount for someone looking to replace a large propane heater?
Unfortunately not. PSE's rebates are all funded by ratepayers. And in order for us to be able to offer the rebate, we need to be able to get either electricity or natural gas savings, energy savings. That's the return on investment. So seeing as we don't sell propane or we don't sell oil, we can't provide any rebates on replacing those devices. But let's say, for example, you went from a propane furnace to a heat pump, ductless or a ducted heat pump. There are some rebates there that you can get. Most of those are instant discounts, and then once you've converted to that heating system, you could get that smart thermostat rebate that we talked about.
All right. And we only got a couple questions left. If anybody else has any questions, type them in the Q&A box. This one's partially for me. What is the difference between a smart thermostat and a line voltage connected thermostat? Jenna, I think that's a good one for you.
Sure. So a line voltage connected thermostat, it works with baseboard, wall, or radiant heating systems. And then a smart thermostat will work with forced air, boilers, and heat pumps. And both will help you manage your home's energy use.
Very good. And one last question about the marketplace. I tried entering my service zip code and phone number on the PSE Marketplace validation page and received a message that my PSE account couldn't be found. What do I do?
Sure. Yeah, I can take that one too. There may be a different phone number that's on your MyPSE account. So you can log into your MyPSE account and see which phone number you have on that account. I mean, I know I have several personal phone numbers, so making sure you have the right one, that's the trick. And then also, if you're a new customer to PSE, it may take 4 to 6 weeks before your account will validate on the PSE Marketplace.
Very good. Thank you. And the final question for Mary Ann, who can I contact to ask additional questions after this program is over? We'll leave our contact information here. Hunter's one of our energy advisors, and he's well versed in everything PSE and energy efficiency. So at this point, that ends our Q&A session. I will hand it over to Sari, and she'll take it from here. We can't hear you, Sari.
Sorry about that, guys.
There we are.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. We had a lot of great questions come through in the chat and the Q&A. So thank you everyone for sending us those. If we didn't get to your question today, we will follow up via email. And again, look for that email in the next few days with additional resources and links, as well as the event recording from today. Check the chat for resources and how to contact us. Thank you guys. And thank you to our panelists for joining us as well.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you.